Welcome to another episode of the Gothic Witch's Kitchen. Do any of you witches have one of those days when you're like, fuck it, I don't feel like cleaning a bunch of stuff, but you want something really good and hearty? Well, today I have the recipe for you. We're going to be trying something I've never tried before. We're going to be doing lemon herb chicken and rice all in one cast iron skillet. The cleanup is so minimal, it's so easy, it's going to make you feel guilty as hell. And don't we just love that? A little bit of guilt goes a long way, and it's kind of delicious. Deliciously diabolical. Let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to turn our skillet on medium heat. I'm putting mine between 5 and 6. I want it to get pretty hot. While we're waiting on the skillet to heat up, we're going to go ahead and season our chicken. As far as I know, that shit doesn't come seasoned. So we're just going to sprinkle a little bit of salt. I usually use kosher salt, but fuck it. A little bit of pepper. And remember to do both sides, people. And then a little bit of Italian seasoning. And I do mean a little bit. We're not going to do what we did last week. Little bit of seasoning. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. If you don't want to use Italian seasoning, you can use herbes de Provence. I actually prefer that flavor with chicken over Italian, but I am out. So I'm just going to flip this over. Whew. Now this recipe technically calls for putting six, wow, that would be a lot. Technically calls for putting 4 chicken breasts in the pan, but only 3 came in a pack, and they're pretty freaking huge, so I'm satisfied. I think 3 will be good enough. I can guarantee you one of these breasts will make 2 meals for me. A little bit more Italian seasoning. Just a little bit. And now, get hot. Double, toil and trouble, fire burn, and cauldron bubble. I have Newton, chicken breast, and birdie nest. I don't know. I could not think of how to rhyme. It's been one of those days. It's cold outside, and there's nowhere to go, and Witch is feeling a little cooped up. That makes her a little strange. But we're all strange sometimes. Yes. What we're going to do is we're going to take 2 tablespoons of butter and we're going to melt it in the bottom of the pan. Woo! That's got that new cast iron oily smell. We're going to melt it pretty good. Not too high. We don't want to burn our butter. What we're going to do is we're going to put the chicken in and we're just going to brown it for 1 to 2 minutes on each side. We're not cooking the chicken right now. We're just browning it. We're sealing in that flavor and sealing in the juice. I'm actually putting on my timer so that I don't overdo it. The timer went off, and we're going to flip our chicken. Ooh, that smells good. Don't forget that when you're using a cast iron skillet, you want to make sure that you grab the handle with a pot holder. I just had a towel just now, because the handle will heat up. Now that that's done, we're going to transfer the chicken to a plate. set that aside. Now what we're going to do, don't clean the pan. Leave the butter and all the drippings in here. We're going to pour 2 1/4 cups of chicken broth. You can use low sodium. Whew! I've got a hole in my chicken broth and it's squirting everywhere. And then we're going to add the juice of 1 lemon. Now, I don't have any actual lemons, but I do have lemon juice. So I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons. One, 2. I'm going to stir this around with my tongs, deglaze the bottom a little bit, get that mixed in, and then we're going to add 1 cup of rice. That's wet. Now that your chicken stock and your rice is all in there, we're going to return the chicken to the pan. I have a feeling this is going to be a delicious recipe. It already smells so good. I'm just going to add those drippings as well. Now, we're going to cover. Now I don't have a real lid for my skillet, so that's going to have to do. We're going to cover and we're going to turn the heat to medium-low. So I'm going to put it on about between 3 and 4 on my dial. So medium-low, whatever that is on your oven. And then this is going to take about 20 to 25 minutes, and we'll be back. Look at it. Boil away. Die, my pretties. Die. Yes. Now the timer is done, but don't trust your timer. Do trust a meat thermometer. You want your poultry to be 165 before you pull it. And this one is definitely going to reach. Oh yeah, that's done. So it's time to pull it off the heat. And there you have it. Isn't that gorgeous? It would look gorgeous with a lemon garnish, but like I said, I didn't have actual lemon. But I don't care. I'm fixing to eat it. Thank you for joining us for another episode of the Gothic Witch's Kitchen. I do hope you liked tonight's meal. I do hope that you tried. And let me know in comments down below if you've ever made this before or if you plan on trying it. I do love it when people try new recipes. Trying new things. It gets the juices flowing, doesn't it, my witches? Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next week. Goodbye. Okay guys, now, I was busy editing while this was cooking. The recipe called for 25 minutes with the lid on. These were such thick chicken breasts, I was scared it was not going to finish cooking. But actually, they accidentally got up into the 170s. So, when you cook your chicken, after about 18 minutes, check the temperatures. If they hit about 161, 162, go ahead and pull them because the temperature will rise to 165. This isn't dry by any means. It's very, very good. It's very flavorful. But I did get the temperature a little higher than I like my chicken to be. So that's just a little heads up. But this stuff is bomb. We will be making it again. It's ridiculously good. And Monkey thinks so. And hubby thinks so. A fucking green light. Red light, green light. Monkey stop, monkey stop, monkey stop, monkey stop, monkey stop, monkey stop. Yeah, she's being very demure right now because she got in trouble a while ago. She said, Mommy yelled at me. Whoa. Oh, she got in trouble. Monkey, that is pathetic. Boy, she is. Hold on, I'm trying to hold still for a thumbnail. Somebody's wanting some chicken really, really bad. Somebody wants chicken really, really bad. Really, really bad. Oh, somebody wants chicken. Somebody wants chicken. Have you been good? She's like, I'm debating. Sit. Okay, yeah, I think you're good enough. Yay! Okay, I'll give you a tidbit, little bit when we get through. But you gotta wait. You gotta wait.